Hello everyone, this is John from Silent Candle Games here, and I'm here to show you a quick example of how the character sheet works for Heroes of Estaria. Today here we have Henry the Hero. The first few lines are going to be pretty self-explanatory. You got your name, your race, your height, and your weight. HL and EL stand for Hero Level and Epic Level, and they kind of measure how powerful your character has become. Then we have TP, which stands for talent points, which are consumed to perform special talents that your character is capable of, like disguising, lockpicking, hacking, or even modifying an attack roll. Your primary class and subclass here are chosen at character creation and mostly determine your starting loadout and abilities. Your sole purpose, like Unite the Three Kingdoms here, is your main objective in the campaign and serves as a constant reminder of what your ambitions are. Lore-wise, it's the reason the gods have given you a second chance at life, or a second chance to redeem your soul. LP stands for loyalty points, and are awarded by the Game Master for following main storyline, or for portraying camaraderie among your fellow players. They can be used to respec your character or acquire unique treasures. Moving on down the line here, we have your 6 primary attributes. We have Constitution, Agility, Intellect, Strength, Willpower, and Charisma. They each start off at 1, and they have a maximum value of 12. Henry the Hero here has 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and 2. Beneath that, we have your feats, which are going to be your innate capacities that your heroes are capable of. They can be ranked from rank 0 to 4 and are acquired at hero levels 2, 3, 4, and 5. Underneath the feats here, we have your stats that are associated with each attribute. Hit points is under Constitution here. Hit points, or HP, refers to both your combat stamina and the amount of abuse you can take before being knocked unconscious. Vitality is your overall health and life force. If you drop to 0 vitality, you will die. Under Agility, you have your Initiative, which determines how quickly you can act in combat, your Speed, which is how fast you can move, and your Rad, which is ranged attack damage, and is added to your ranged attacks as bonus damage. Under Intellect, we have Craft Mastery, Healing Mastery, and Spell Mastery. Craft Mastery is used to determine if you can craft an item or a gadget. Healing Mastery is added to anything you do that heals, and Spell Mastery is added to anything you do that deals spell damage. Under Strength, we have Armor and Mad. Armor is going to be your mitigation to damage, while Mad is your melee attack damage, and is added to melee attacks as bonus damage. Under Willpower, we have Spell Armor, Minion Mastery, and Resistance. Spell Armor is your mitigation to spell damage. Minion Mastery determines your ability to control powerful or multiple minions. And Resistance allows you to determine which elements you're resistant to, kind of shown below here. Charisma, we have Song Effect, which determines the power of your song skills. Minion Speed, which is how fanatical your minions are for you, and it determines their speed. And Minion Damage, which is bonus damage or spell damage added to your minion's attacks. Depends on the minion. Going on down over here to the left, we have your equipment section, and this is kind of where you'll equip your gear, swords, bows, shields, armor. You even have magical rings down here, and accessories like wands. Under weapon attacks here, this is kind of where you can keep track of your weapon attacks. For example, Henry here has a great sword. So he writes it down over here, has an accuracy of 3, 4, 5, or 6, meaning that when you roll a d6 for accuracy, it will hit on a 3, 4, 5, or 6. If it hits, it will deal 3d6 damage, plus your mad, of course. Below that, we have your mods. Mods are magical or cybernetic enhancements to your character, and are an additional way to focus on the stats that you are really wanting to specialize in. Resistances here are going to be your mitigations to individual status effects. Your ailments down here, this is where you can keep track of any curses you may have, any illness you may have, or any disease, and how serious it is, if it's mild, serious, or fatal. Your utility belt here is kind of the accessible part of your backpack during combat. Typically it's loaded with potions, special arrows, or extra weapons for combat flexibility. Gold down here is the primary currency used to buy anything, while hero credits can only be used for consumable items like scrolls and potions, and it kind of encourages you to be a little more liberal with consumable items in this game. Again, HC stands for hero credits. Moving on down the line here, on the back side of the character sheet, this is where you can kind of keep a track of your experience, character backstory, and backpack, and a couple other things here. Right here you have your hero level experience bar, and here you have your epic level experience bar. We have technique over here, which is known as the 7th attribute in this game, and it's a very unique attribute to this game. It allows you to learn new abilities, new traits, or even enhance specific stats. While it's kind of a pretty rewarding attribute, it's never used for any attribute tests, so it's kind of a high-risk, high-reward investment. Here you have area for your backstory if it's kind of on the shorter end. You have your backpack where you can keep track of things that are not in your utility belt. And down here you have crafting materials like alchemical units, material units, and technological units. That's pretty much going to be the character sheet here. Thank you very much for watching. We do truly appreciate your interest in our game. Naturally, you can kind of expect the enemy sheets to be a little simpler and only one-sided. Heroes in this game are just capable of many, many different things. Feel free to comment any feedback you have on this video, and have a wonderful rest of your day.